most significant portion of Sion's tankiness. So I do like what T1 has done here. And I mean, I don't really think that they might just flex the Casio bot. Yeah, they're flexing the Casio bot once again, which is just, I get it. They like the Casio bot. They have a little bit of 8A damage. Guigo's probably going to go with Death's Dance Sion once again. I think they're trying to play some mind games here for sure. 333 international games is such an unfathomably large number.
Yeah. He could play one every day for a year, taking a month's worth of holiday. As we see a massive engage down towards the bottom side. Jojo having to flash away the pillar, not catching him out on the wrong side. But with a flash, Chomp Owner will get it. Takes a tower shot though as Tatu looks for the trade. Will get a 1-for-1. Keria trying to retreat. A Noxious Blast catches him out as Are You low on mana, can't land the Twin Fangs. But Tatu follows up for the double.
Yeah, so Owner will be set back a little bit, and here comes Keria just swooping into the bot lane.
You has to flash, but Keria, Precision Protocol into a Dark Sphere is enough.
His own life, and we're going to come out to another fight.
Jordan getting hit here by Tatu, in the flash in from Guigo enough to get Tatu on a killing spree on this Lee Sin. 3-0 now before he can come here. Tatu about 5 seconds ahead of his support, has started up the Drake. Keria spotted out with a Noxious Blast, Twin Fangs starting put their venom into the back of that Camille support, who jumps away. The miasma grounding, not quite there in time, but he's got no flash and no place to go, nowhere to call home as Keria feels the sting of the Twin Fangs.
This is another one of those games for T1, I feel like. Yeah. Every time, I'm going to generalize a little bit here, Betty. Medius.
Wow, I know we both miss him, man, but come on.
Yeah. He's not even going to watch this series.
No,
like, he's just, I hate him. So, Owner going for a dive up top.
Subjugate here is going to do a huge amount of work. Guigo tries with the Decimating Smash, but gets knocked out of it. Great play by T1, perfectly executed dive.
With the Dragon going over, it was maybe contest this as a level 4 rel because Tatu is on a cliff. So Tatu would love to fight.
Tatu goes in. Jojo here as well. TP from Guigo as well as Keria looks for it. The Shockwave's going to land on 2 though, and you just can't give Faker this Orianna. The Shockwave pulls them back and pays, secures the second. Guigo now in for a world of hurt. He's in the belly of the beast and he can't find a way out. A double for Pays as T1 assert their dominance on the Rift.
Man, that is rough for Tatu. He had his power spike, so he really wanted to go in for a fight there, but they were just outnumbered at the time. Guigo wasn't even there with a Sion yet. Everyone on T1.
The Rise isn't able to join either, effectively, as Guigo is looking for Doran up towards this top lane. Doran trying to trade back. He has got Owner waiting in the wings, and there's the Subjugate. Guigo, he has to flash over the pillar in the end. Every time Furia seem to find an inch, T1 take a mile.
T1's kind of off to the races right now.
Makes sense. Yep. Into the Sion, into the Lee, into the Rise. All of them going to have those shields as Keria dashes away from Tatu, who once again can't find purchase on that Camille. Hayes has to flash away from the Noxious Blast. Tatu goes in with the Dragon's Edge kick, knocks Keria back, who flashes the wall. Tatu's trying to flash and chase. Owner there to try and protect his support, but he can't do it. And now Owner's on the wrong side of the wall, and those fangs are sinking in. RU takes it 2-0 in favor of Furia.
For the foreseeable future, because he's already this good, and he's still 20 years old. That Rookie of the Year was last year in the LTA South before they renamed back to the CB LOL. And even in situations like this where the team isn't doing amazingly, he's probably not even that happy about this game because he died on that big...
And a couple of kills and the plates. And it just becomes so hard for you to find ways back into the game. Your chances move from 50% to 40 to 30 to 10 to 5. And you're looking for desperation plays rather than something that you can premeditate.
For sure, and everything has to be defensive right now. So T1's completely pushed them out of their own jungle, and they're kind of corralled under this turret. T1's threatening a dive. If they get a stun or have the right angle, they would go for it.
Yeah, Shockwave was just used on Tuts there. Takes him down to about half HP, but doesn't find as much of an advantage as T1 wanted. Furia will all back away, other than with effective tower plates, and now with that first turret complete. Rift Herald is on the map, and I feel like where T1 want to form the next battle lines as Jojo goes forward, crashes down, does get a good 2-man stun. Dragon's Rage kick lands a double knocker, but there's no one here to follow up really for Furia. Tatu jumps back in, Pillar comes out, Unstoppable also onto the backline, but the rest of Furia just can't get into the fight. Guigo is done for, so deep in. Furia have to retreat as T1 take 2 more.
Another bunch of turret gold will go over to Doran after the fight as well, clearing that mid turret. And then the Rift Herald, all the advantages going in the favor of T1 after a really nice fight. The little things that T1 does in team fights is always so on point. I really do think team fighting is amongst all the other things they're good at, the true strength of T1's game.
Yeah, agreed. We'll have another look at it. It's JoJo just getting a little bit caught out. The willingness of Keria and Ona just to immediately go in for the engage as well.
Absolutely. And once JoJo's down, it's probably...
Really like. Furia not going to contest the Dragon, which means we don't have to see that Rift Herald play for the pressure in any of the lanes. T1 will just secure it. Their first Dragon of the game. A long way before we see the Soul 5/8 socket wrench ready to go for this situation, you know? So the Realm Warp comes in from Tuts and Keria and Faker force him away. Rift Herald has been channeled as we see a good kickback onto Doran. Decimating Smash not going to connect with the knockup at least. And Ona is coming in from the side and now with the pillar. Doran able to walk away. Pays charging in. The Herald gets rid of the Decimating Smash. Tatu down to half HP. Guigo the same as he flashes away. The Unleashed Power won't be enough to kill him off. Tut still looking for more as Ona almost eats an overload.
A major item.
A major item,
which I think is termed... if I'm wrong, I'm going to get ripped apart here. So I hope chat is spamming the correct name for this, as they're going for Keria, actually.
Yeah, but Keria's sidestep's good enough just to walk away from this. Not much for Furia to play around as the Shockwave goes down. Faker trying to chase out Tuts. Good flash and kickback onto Pays, and with the Fangs coming in, Pays will fall. Tadu trying to survive, but Keria and Ona take him out. A 1-for-1 exchange. Guigo does use his teleport to join the fight, as the Lee Sin would like it, as JoJo does find a little bit of a flank here. Ona's going to spot him out with the Oracle's Alteration. Shattering Strike looking for the stun. JoJo beginning to walk away, but Guigo and Tatu are here. Decimating Smash dodged by Ona. Sonic Wave from Tatu. This is just for the disengage. Goes back in, looks for the safeguard kick, but it's pulled out with the Shockwave. Ayu from the side. Tuts looking for the Realm Warp as well, as Ona maybe has gone a little bit too deep. Rune Prison on Ona. Decimating Smash there for the follow-up. Ona locked up in the midst of Furia, but he just walks out. This Panther has no teeth. Ona able to walk out with a well-timed subjugate.
And they're just buying time. Doran this entire time is pushing bot lane and lining his wallet with even more gold.
I thought he was done for. I thought he was dead, but the subjugate, the Spirit Visage, so much healing.
Right before this fight, I was looking to see if anyone on the side of Furia had any type of healing reduction, because if the Trundle with the Spirit Visage is able to ult the Scion, he's nearly unkillable. And that was actually what happened. It was 4, maybe 5 members of Furia wailing on him, and they still couldn't kill him through the healing.
They jumped through it. They landed safely, but without the prize that they were looking for, as Keria goes for the flash onto Tuts here. Ona there as well with a Shockwave across the wall. Tuts is going to flash the wall, but the Ignite enough to kill him. Alongside that subjugate, and now Tatu, JoJo HP for him to play with here. Doran trying to keep JoJo from poking his nose into the pit. Tuts is coming from a topside flank, whereas Guigo is coming from the bottom side. A Pinsama movement, a possibility here, but Guigo has been turned on. Subjugate coming out from Ona. Guigo's just going to back away. They know that Scion not as tanky as they want. Good stop overall from Furia, and now Doran, he's on the wrong side of dodge. The charge comes in from Guigo. Doran has to flash. Another way that allows us to get our tank out. They do still make mistakes, obviously, and they've made quite a few this game, but they don't go down without a fight.
They really don't.
Ocean Soul on the horizon now. The LCK number 2 seed as JoJo steps forward. The heal comes out, but look at the damage from T1. Shockwave and Unleash in your middle of your very depressing story to listen to, isn't it, you fan dude?
T1 is the greatest team of all time, though. There's no shame in this.
They really are. Ona steps forward. Flash Shockwave from Ona. The Magnet Storm catches him out for now. Tatu tries to dodge away and will manage to survive to fight another day. All of Furia get out of the Flash Shockwave combination.
Wow, nobody dies, but it does not stop this T1 push. With the grubs, everyone on Furia has to run back to base, so T1 is able to completely break open the base.
Getting that inhibitor down is huge for them, gives them that mid lane prior always, and allows them now to look towards that Baron. If that is their key objective. TP coming behind. Guigo. Unstoppable still available. Tatu forced to dash away with the safeguard. JoJo being kept at bay by Pays, and Guigo's in the middle of 4 right now. Needs the rest of his team really to be able to catch up. Keria dives in with a Hexagol to made him. Guigo down to half HP. Tuts getting forced away by the enemy support, and Ona's there to help out his bot lane. Faker kills Guigo, and in the end, it was try and try again for Furia, but T1 were having none of it.
The team fight spacing there for T1 was very nice, as Pays just easily escapes the clutches of JoJo.
If they had a little bit more damage, it would be enough, as Keria does fall. Faker's going to TP, and it's all on Tatu and Ayu to try and defend, but I think that hope has long since passed. A 12,000 gold lead. T1 don't even need the Baron to close it out. Tatu comes out, hits the Sonic Wave onto Faker. Ayu gets locked against the pillar and a good double dodge of the Petrifying Gaze. Still some damage coming out from Ayu, but Ona very happy to tank it up. T1 looking for the kills on the Fountain. They'll take Tatu, and for dessert, they'll take the Nexus. 1-0.
If they go with the Ornn in the top lane, I think it makes the most sense with T1 already being locked in. It also puts Guigo right where he has been for most of the split, kind of weak side top, and then lets it play through the jungle. And there it is.
Carrier 100% win rate on this Lux, this split. Ripley's, believe it or not. It's like there's no benefit to taking the grubs, but people do it anyway.
It's true. It's more to deny the other team from getting the grubs.
Final spike onto RU. He's going to flash away from the Cataclysm. Ona now needs to flag and drag, but with the TP behind him, Furia with the World Ender. Tatu looking to clip Ona's wings and will do so. T1 make an aggressive move, and Furia very willing to pounce.
Okay, I mean, and he's got the grubs, so he's got experience for himself for that level 7 versus level 6 collapse, but they should be able to get the Drake as well. Will be a little tricky. Ayu is in base, so Carrier Pagers are going to think about fighting this.
Maker trying to step forward, flashes away from the Spirit Rush and the Charm. Jojo forcing Carrier away, but Tatu is able to take that Drake, uses the Blast Cone. As Ona looks to make Jojo a bit of a minor blip on the chart of this game as well. A small increase in gold, but instead he just backs away. Call of the Forge God from Gigo. We'll get the knock-up, looking for the Brittle as well, but with the Flame Spitter coming out, he has to flash away. Doran just dies to the tower. I think he had vision on Tatu coming around the corner.
About Doran math.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. The light binding coming out immediately. Snaptrap there as well. Tatu, still the ace in the hole will get vision. I thought perhaps he would have escaped, but the ace in the hole from Paze chases him.
Considering the champion and the player that Paze is, not good for Furia.
No, it's also in his name. He always gets pazed. So he's going to dodge to the side of Jojo here. Heal has to be used. It's a 4v2. Final spark clips his heels, and now Tatu needs to deal with Ona. Tuts trying to go in with the Spirit Rush. Will get one and manages to get away with the second charge. World Ender out from Tatu, running away from his teammates, though, as perhaps he can dash across the wall in time. Darking Glaive. It's the Q3. Does he have the Umbro dash he manages just in time, which they facilitate him to get so far ahead in the game as the Call of the Forge God is invested.
No flash.
Carrier with a light binding, as you say, no flash, and there's the follow-up True Shot Barrage. Straight through Carrier's heart, dies for the second time this game.
Nicely, because they've killed Carrier, they're going to get their second Drake here.
And the gold lead between Ayu and Paze does shrink. And it's down to only 1.3k as Tuts forced out by Tibbers and co. And we'll continue to chase. Faker flashes! The Incinerate
with an Ornn composition and 2 Drakes is a very good game state to be in.
TP behind as well. Just wide on the Tempered Fate, but Tuts is here. The Charm flashed by Paze, and this is what Furia have been doing really well, as you say. They constantly find ways to burn those summoners, to get picks, to look for the engage, and here's Tatu for a little bit more. Can't land the second part of the Darkened Blade, but with the Cataclysm coming out, Ona might be done for. True Shot Barrage, almost! They're all so low, Furia can taste it! But they just...
The Rumble Annie can't really threaten him with Burst, and I don't feel like the Caitlyn has that level of damage yet.
Yeah, no armor penetration on the Caitlyn either, as Shirelles comes out. Faker looking for the chase. Arcane shift away from Ayu. 4,000 on the Herald, down to 2. Equalizer on the backline. The final spark there for the follow-up, and it's Ona who manages to secure the Herald, and now Furia are running for the hills.
Mid turret right now, though, which is just going to be so good for T1. Such a clutch smite there by Owner, taking it. So he's really having to play on the back foot as Tatu is looking top lane onto Faker.
Tatu's on his way across, as you say. Tuts going in with the Spirit Rush. Tibbers doesn't connect. Spirit Rush away from it. Tuts, the Charm, the flash away. TP coming in as T1 try to defend. Their enigmatic mid laner. Equalizer down, flash. Flame Spitter are not enough, but the final spark again won't quite take him. It's the upgraded Chainmail Slices. A far side alteration finds the ace and the RE in the hole. A Cataclysm down from Ona as Jojo tries to get out with the Mikhails. The heal not enough. Jojo goes down, a double in the end for Paze.
Doran burns flash, alt, Carrier burns alt. What does Paze do? Press R, 300 gold. Congratulations.
He also pressed his fast set alteration.
true?
It could have been Doran's far side. There's two of them.
Elevated he is.
He is the Penta Prince as well. I think he's at 15 so far throughout his career, if I remember the numbers correctly, is the call of the Forge God praying
Did he just...
to the gods to try and find their mark, but Doran,
Did he just...
with the fancy feet, just dodges to the side.
Did he
Doran! He survives the scrap shield in the end. He will fall, but Doran delays and delays and delays and delays.
With the trap line.
On the Baron. Trap line down, as you say. Lucent binding, light binding coming out as well with the Lucent Singularity onto IU. It looks like T1 are going to pull off it for a second as Paze begins to chip away at those health bars. They'll pull off even further. Tuts goes in. There's the charm. Dodges away with the Spirit Rush 2. Tempered Fate goes between the uprights, but Gigo goes forward. Paze backing away. And now with the Equalizer dying, the battle lines have been drawn. Owner jumps over them. The Call of the Forge God coming out as well as Gigo is so low. Owner down to half HP. A magical journey out for Gigo gets him to safety, but the re-engage from Owner is enough onto Tuts. Tartu having to dash across the wall as well, but Paze is flashing forward as he wants more blood for the Blood God. In the end, T1 will just take 2. They'll take the Baron alongside it, which they started up to start the fight. Jojo might look for something special across the wall, but IU being kept at bay by Paze and Carrier. Magical journey into the light binding as Paze hits the build over Peacemaker, and peace has been made. An ace in the hole blocked by IU. Peace sticks a little bit more. If Gigo is a little tankier, perhaps it's enough, but now T1 with this Red Bull Baron power play are pushing up through the bottom lane. Owner trying to make sure that Furia don't have 2 lanes to play through, because Tuts is currently playing through 2 of them. Cosmic Binding as he cataclysms, but with a flang and drag, he should be able to get to his defensive line. Tempered Fate out, Tuts coming across as well. T1, so a few little skirmishes as the charm doesn't connect. Teleport out as well as Tuts dashes across the wall, but Tartu is done for. Doran stepping forward onto IU. Won't be able to take the kill, but a final spark, the final breath that IU breathes. As Furia, they thought they'd found Owner, but the rest of T1 are just always there to respond.
They definitely got to try something, but Owner was just able to buy so much time. And against T1, every second counts. So Paze also went for a little bit of extra gold. We'll see if he can get out of this one.
I'm pretty sure he's going to.
He's going to walk away.
There's the Brittle. A little bit of a slow, but the Cosmic Binding already used to stop the rest of T1 getting here as quickly as they could. Light Binding wide, but Paze's damages absolutely absurd. 3 items complete with the Phantom Dancer, Hex Optics, and the IE. Now come back with this
man
flag.
to watch.
Traps going down, as you say. Paze the man to watch on the back line. Equalizer on that front line, forcing Gigo away. Good smite from Tartu, will secure it. Charm onto Owner, but already Gigo is just burned to a crisp. Jojo takes the kill, but T1 now can step up as 4. They'll chase the bot lane of Furia down towards their usual home, and they will make it into a tomb. Jojo able to escape. IU does not do the same. An ace in the hole for Jojo. No stand to save him as T1 clean up the fight.
I mean, Paze gets the 2 auto attacks onto Jojo, says, I'm going to put you away, deal with you later. Walks up the lane, finishes off the Ezreal, ults the Bard in the back, picks up both kills for himself, and they might just walk it in.
And although Furia have shown signs of life at this series, you've got to do more than that to take a game off the champs. T1 just ripping through the base of Furia. Tuts and Tartu back up for what would be a final stand, but so far their final stands perhaps not needed as of yet. A Atiba behind.
Oh, here it goes.
Here we go. What can you pull? What magic you got? What rabbit coming out of that hat? At the moment, Gigo just running away more rabbit-like than the rest. Call of the Forge God coming in. They'll look for Carrier, Faker, and Paze. They land the knock-up, a Molten Shield onto Paze. But Gigo is just by himself, man. Jojo trying to chase up with the Temper Fate. Gigo now having to retreat. The Equalizer on the back line as well, forcing Furia away. And even with the charm landing onto Owner, Baker has had enough of this game. Flash Tibbers onto Jojo. He'll flash away. Paze goes legendary. Add 1 more to his name. As Tuts, IU, and Tartu can do nothing while T1 push through bot side.
That would have been the pentakill angle, but Doran took the kill on the Bard. So now I feel like they're just going to use the Super Minion Wave and try and end the game.
Carrier flashing forward with that Lucent Singularity. Paze tanking the tower, because why not? You might as well. The second Nexus tower should be pretty done for. Raised to the ground by T1. As although Furia raised the hopes of the CB LoL for a little while, T1 put them back into the ground. A 10K lead in 29 minutes. T1 will take us to match point.
Pays is shut down at the end to end his perfect score line, but that's just a...
and Senna support, okay.
Senna Seraphine, though, just really sit back, have even more stuff to shoot through the Nasus. There we go. It's a classic scaling lane. There's a lot of scaling on Furia. The way that you beat Nasus, as I've heard, is you invade it.
Are you and Jojo?
They're on their own.
Yeah, Ona on the way. Hey, stepping forward, Carrier with the tank handshake, has the bailout still, will put it on himself, trying to come back, won't come back in time, first blood over to Furia. They'll get a ton of damage onto Ona as well, but Ayu did fall, and Jojo doesn't have. Cross. I feel a Weaver's Wall and a dive is about to materialize.
Yeah, they're thinking about it, but I mean, Toots is behind them waiting for the counter gank, and Nasus is kind of waiting to counter.
There's the Weaver's Wall, good double beat drop, handshake onto Ayu. Carrier goes into the bailout, but they don't get him back in time, so Ayu makes it a 1-for-1 so far. Toots coming in from the side as well, goes between worlds, and Faker is on the wrong side of that tower. Furia get 2 for 1. The attack speed that you're getting from the Berserker Greaves, so you're just attacking and dancing a lot quicker.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing for all this in Furia is the fact that Senna's CS is getting doubled right now.
Yeah. Carrier, though, caught out, does still have flash here. Fate's call.
Denied in this game, so trying to deny the rest of the map here is what T1's doing.
Cycling strike going out. Ona should have the smite. Gets it between worlds. We go. Gigo, though, with the Gnar, knocks back Carrier. Carrier still has that flash. The Dawning Shadow flashed away from Ona, dies. In the midst of Furia, T1 still have a 4v4 here. The center's still down in that bottom lane, but a good wallop onto Doran. The bailout on him as well, but there's no one low enough for Doran to be brought back to life. Pay's gonna fall to a beat drop. And now the chase perhaps continues as Toots flashes the wall and sends Carrier to the afterlife. T1 overextend dramatically, and Furia are very happy to pounce.
And this is a 4v5 for Furia. Senna's pushing bottom lane by herself, and they're looking for more.
Faker forced away as well. As you say, Furia now with a 500 gold lead, no plate, unfortunately. Tatu jumps across the wall, Carrier there. No flash here, but they do have the Fate's Call. They'll use it early. Manages to land the handshake onto the backline. Dawning Shadow on Gigo, not enough. Tatu flashes over the hostile takeover, still gets the siphoning strike. There's the beast dropping around him. T1 are dropping like flies. Pays only has cleanse, no flash for him as they turn their attentions over to Jojo. Pays able to dance out of the back of it and cleanses away the Wither, and now with the Ren, the Nasus has been felled. Try and do that around this Drake right now. Are you stepping forward? Gets the Celestial opposition off of Carrier. Tatu has that siphoning strike, has the smite. Faker goes in with the Weaver's Wall, between worlds goes one. Ona dives forward with the Bolt Breaker and still manages to find the smite and then flashes out. The rest of T1 just a distraction as Doran will charge up the boat, tanks the tower, misses the shot. Gigo able.
The damage being put out by the Nasus, but this is really, you're channeling everything through him. They have to send a Seraphine. He needs to walk in front of them and just try and move up here, but there's a lot of CC and burst that he's got to be respectful of. Looking for a fight here.
Ona just holding on to that Bolt Breaker. Doran on the top side, though, isolated by Toots, dodges away from the chain of corruption. Cease and desist from Ona, but now he's in the middle of the enemy team as Toots is getting chased out by Doran, but he dashes, and with the Dawning Shadow, even the bailout can't save you.
Yeah, and I also got to say, I think from gold deficits, T1 is the greatest team fighting team.
These teams, as Furia will gain control around the Dragon Pit for now, but there's a control ward in the back of the pit, and you can see Ona coming in from the bottom side as well.
Yeah.
Chain of Corruption available, good damage from the Weirding from Tuts. Fate's Call used as well, the Weaver's Wall will split Furia in two, but a great between worlds as they dive forward. The Encore, though, doing a huge amount of work as Ayu's able to kill off Carrier. Tatu trying to open up on Ona, but with Doran there, Tatu can't stay close enough. Gigo comes alive and finds a kill. And now it's all on Tatu and Toots. The flash away is not going to be enough to save T1. Doran, though, turning it around. The Gnar, the wallop, Faker in from the side. Threaded volley, not enough. Faker, the Drake is on Furia's side, and Faker, with the flash, gets out alive and now perhaps decides to come back in. He'll look for a steal, a threaded volley perhaps across the wall. I think it's not going to be enough. He went for the seismic shove. He couldn't between the two teams. 1.7k lead for Pays, but Tuts on this Aurora 5-1-5 as the tower goes down in the mid lane, and Ayu's a little bit too deep. Ona dives in on the backline though with the Between Worlds. Tuts is doing a lot of work. Faker has no flash from that last fight, and here comes the Kane. Taru takes him. Doran and Payne's answer with one in response. In the end. Tatu now, is it Scuttle Crab, is it Baron? Doran has TP, he's in the bot side. Tuts is going to answer with also has a TP of his own. Pays steps forward, Fate's call, they'll dive onto Ayu again. The charm through the encore still finds onto Pays. Tuts did TP in, Tatu is low, and that ultimate about to expire. Fury of the stands, well, Fury for Furia it seems, as T1 close in on the fight, and Pays continues to dance on the graves of his enemies.
That handshake over the wall from Keria as Gigo tried to finish off Pays. Pays is just dancing on them with this Kalista now. 8-2 and 6. Desperation time for Furia.
Just looking for anything he can find. That Baron already down to 7k. Pays not even there. Makes the possibility of a steal a little bit easier, but I don't think they're going to be able to find it. He waited till it was much lower.
Managed to get in range to wither him.
Yeah, dude's already got cleanse as well. So it's you wither him twice in a team fight, he is still getting out of there.
Massive item gap in the game. He's really pushing the pressure.
He's so accelerated, and you can see like, the center sitting at 57 stacks.
Yeah.
Like, he's so far behind where he wants to be in terms of state of the game as Tuts tries to step forward, is caught by the chain of corruption and has to flash away. Between worlds he goes, does survive. Encore and bailout exchange on either side, but Pays begins to step forward. Slammed against the wall, Pays is down! Pays is down! A good flash out from Ona, but he's still taken, and it has not been clean. And Furia are here to clean up. Faker flashes the wall, but you've got 4 members of Furia hoping that you fall. They'll make it sure. Furia with an ace. Instead, they'll go towards the top side and look for this tier 2. It's Tuts and Jojo on the defense, and they'll clear out the way pretty sharpish. Tuts already has 3 items complete. 7-2-7 on this Aurora. Obviously, a lot of our focus has been on Tatu, but Tuts has had an absolute blinder of a game.
Absolutely.
Away. You have a Gnar jumping in. You have an Aurora going in with Between Worlds, which can be good, but it's usually not enough to one-shot the AD carry, especially the possibility of a bailout. Drake begun. Gigo going to pull it down towards the bottom side, stacking up his Gnar bar on it. Beat drop from Jojo, doesn't connect onto Keria, who's trying to sidestep, and there's the face call being used, the Weaver's Wall for a separation. Bolt Breaker and Cease and Desist across the wall here by Ona, and T1 have done a great job of making sure Furia can't all group up, but here come the dogs. Tatu on the chase, onto Doran, a bailout on him, won't bring him back, there's no one low enough for him to get the assist on. Pays now stepping forward. The dive in from Gigo. Pays with the cleanse with a second. Ona there as well with the Guardian Angel on his shoulders will help keep Pays alive. So close to 1-for-1.
1-for-1, but T1's very low. I was wondering if they're going to start that Cloud Drake, but they're not going to with the TP coming back in. They're going to try and jump on him though.
But it's Tuts. He has flashed the seismic shove. Doesn't connect the flash away. Weirding dashed away with the Vault Breaker. Furia will claim their prize. The Drake is theirs.
They'll live to fight at least one more Drake, as this game is very tense.
It's even.
It is.
We are 30 minutes in, and Furia are holding the world champions.
They must, and surely they outscale. Like, the Senna has 3 items now, Hex Optics, the Seraphine scaling clutch team in League of Legends history. Let's see what they can do around this Baron.
Faker gets the seismic shove. There's the Cease and Desist immediately as well as Tuts trying to get out, but he's dead before he can dash away with that ultimate. And with another seismic shove, the red secured for T1. It's only the mid laner down. T1 previously in this game have been tentative around starting the Baron because the enemy jungler was up, or in this series at least, but Tatu doesn't have any easy access into this pit. No blast cone for him.
That's so much of Furia's damage, so T1's just going to keep sitting on this Baron until Furia has to walk into them.
There's a blast cone there for him now. It looks like Furia, though, have given it up. They'll say, okay, you can have the Baron.
You just give away the game if you walk into the
400 each. It's an extra longsword as Ona does step up. Tatu looking to try and control his own jungle. Goes in with the oracles, and we'll just clear out some of this vision. No camps for him to find. Steps forward once again. Not yet level 16. He's about a minion away from it as a beat drop from Jojo. Doesn't find its mark. T1 will take the tier 2 on the top side. The Weaver's Wall just fortunate for Furia that they got on the right side of that, because whoever had been...
Already this MSI where we think, T1 they might lose this one before they clutch up and win it. TP way down bot lane as T1 just pushes up the front door.
In shadow there for the shield as well, though. Turn on to Owner, a 3-man charm immediately. Mercurialed away by Pays. Furia will lose their inhibitor. Ego almost had the flank position. Toots does. He's spotted. The Gnar back onto Faker, but now Gigo's behind enemy lines. A good hostile takeover as Faker's able to survive. Tatu exhausted. Shoved back with the seismic shove. And just like that, T1 flipped the switch. They flipped the story from what can Furia do to will T1 allow it. A handshake is all Furia will get out of this MSI as T1 are done. 3-0 on the day. Not as clean as they'd like, but still they remain victorious.
Still counts. 3-0 yet again for T1. So